As the frequency of flying the sixth-generation aircraft continues to increase, more details about this fighter are gradually emerging for everyone. In fact, at the beginning, this fighter was temporarily named J-36 by the residents. After its appearance, everyone discovered a very interesting phenomenon, that is, this aircraft turned out to be a fighter with 3 engines. This is definitely a very bold attempt in the world's military history. After all, various historical experiences have told us that 3 shots are very unfriendly to aircraft, especially fighter jets. At first, some friends began to speculate that the engine with the air inlet on the back of the aircraft was not a traditional engine, but a scramjet engine. This is used when flying at altitude 36 or entering outer space, and there is no need to start at all during regular flights inside the atmosphere. After all, when this fighter was released, because of its special shape and unique distribution layout, many people thought that this was the Skyfighter in everyone's imagination. If it was an airspace fighter that could freely shuttle through the sky, it would be chased by a so-called ramjet engine. But as more and more details of this year's 36 were exposed, many netizens saw the scene of the 3 engines working at the same time in the pictures taken by this year's 36. Therefore, the so-called ramjet engine and aerospace fighter is self-defeating. So since it is not a ramjet engine, why will it use 3 engines this year's 36? In history, it is not that no country has tried to use a 3-engine layout for aircraft. For example, the Soviet Union in its heyday had designed a 3-engine fighter, Yak-3 engine that could achieve vertical takeoff and landing. But at that time, because the Yak-3 engine took up a lot of fuselage space, it also increased the weight of the aircraft, which directly led to the serious limitation of the fighter's fuel volume and range. In addition, the aircraft lost its flat hair and was finally eliminated by the Soviet military. The United States also involved a 3-engine fighter, NR-349, but in the end, because the overall power output provided by the extra engine could not make up for the loss of structural weight and resistance caused by the increase in the engine finally failed. There are so many 3-engine failures in history. Why did Cheng Fei use the 3-engine layout to involve this fighter? In fact, to sum up, the problem is very simple. That is, the twin engines are not enough to carry the power output of this aircraft. Through the J-20 video accompanying the J-36 test flight, we can see that the size of this flying 6th-generation aircraft is definitely larger than that of ordinary fighter jets. The J-20 is already considered the largest in heavy fighter jets, but it is still inconspicuous next to the J-36. Such a large 6th-generation aircraft, its own weight and load will create new highs.